Wait, you're telling me I can buy whatever I want? No. Seriously, Liberty Harley? That's it, we're going. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we did something. So if you guys know, Kate and I spent a lot of time riding together. We've had the Limited, and we've also had the Road Glide. I'm sorry, we had the Road Glide Limited, and we also had the Ultra Limited from Harley-Davidson. I've had different variety of brands over the years. We've been looking for something that was going to be a little bit more plush. We've both had some issues with comfort on the bike, and we were kind of loosely tossing it around as to what we wanted to do. It's kind of in the back of our mind, but really wasn't in the forefront. Other day we kind of had some things come up, and we wanted to make a move. So we did a thing. We did a big thing. We did a kind of thing that we did a thing. So we went up to Liberty Harley-Davidson and talked to our sales rep, Nicole. We were looking around, and yeah. Before I show you what I got, I just want to remind you that we are all friends here. We all love one another, each other. We will work through our differences. We will work through the changes that life takes us through. With that, let me show you what I got. Yes, you are seeing this correctly. This is my new, to me, 2021 Honda Goldwing Tour. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, bought a Goldwing. This is a model that when this came out in 18, when the first rev of this bike came out, we had looked at this before we bought the Limited. I've always liked the Road Glide, wow, see, I can't even say it. I've always liked the Goldwing, and we were looking at this when they first came out. The problem that I had with this when it first came out was that the tour pack was really small. In 2021, which is the year this was made, they reintroduced it and it changed that issue. So I've had this for a few days, been ripping around on it. We've ran it 2-up, single up, and I gotta say, I will come out and say it's probably the best bike I've ever owned. This bike blew me away on the test ride. So let's talk about it. So let's go ahead and turn this on, because, you know, it's all snazzy. Let's go ahead and pop this up here. Sorry, I'm using my Pocket 3, haven't used it much, so let's get that going. All right, so bring that up. We're gonna go ahead and turn the bike on. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's a wing, baby. So those of you that follow the channel, I am not a brand specific person. I've always followed sort of my heart and what I wanted. I've liked the Harleys. The Road Glide was certainly a bike that I've always wanted. In time, I kind of grew to have a love-hate with it over some things. I wasn't really happy with the electronics of it. The ride we could never quite get right. Although, like I said, it was a passion bike. I loved the look of the bike, but we decided to move on from that. Where this bike hits so many things for us is it's a touring bike. It has multiple preloads, electronic, and I'll go through that. There's a lot of features that we were really looking for. This bike is extremely nimble. It's 6 cylinders. It has more power stock out of the box than my Road Glide did, the Stage 2 Road Glide that I had. It's extremely impressive. I wanted to say a big thanks to Smitty and Pete. I'll put their channels in the bottom, that were extremely helpful in helping me out with the decision of the Road Glide. Also my buddy Mike, I'll put his link in there too, for helping me with their questions. I keep saying Road Glide, it's gonna take me a while, kids, with the Goldwing and the questions. So let's go ahead and go through the settings here. All right, so this is gonna be the nav and the info center. Take it here. So we're gonna have all the standard stuff. You can select your music, your vehicle settings, navigation. You can go up and see the navigation and see all that. Exit out of that real quick, and then you can go into your phone, your vehicle settings, yada yada. So let's talk about the really cool stuff of this bike and why I was really excited. So as you can see here, bike has multiple settings, ride settings. So we are going to have Tour, we're going to have Sport, we're going to have Econ, then we're going to have Rain mode. We also have hill hold on this bike. You can see here that we have it set, I have it set rather, for the preloads for multiple people. So if we are riding 2 up, we can put that in there. Now if we wanted to go ahead and change that, very simple. Change this off the dash here. Let me show you. Change that off the dash here, and I can change it to one rider preload. It'll adjust that to the bike. If I want to go ahead and change it to 2 riders, I go ahead and hit that. So you have 4 settings total. This is completely electronic. You can do it on the fly. This is one of the #1 features that I love about this bike, because we can set the preload, and if I'm riding by myself, I can have a much plusher ride than I did with the Road Glide being a stock suspension. It was not a stock suspension, but a fixed suspension. So we have the big panel here in the center. It's going to give you all your controls for your audio output. This has heated grips, heated seats, and wait for it, has a passenger backrest that is heated. The wife loves that. Going to have this big controller here in the joystick so you can navigate the screen with that. You can also go through the settings, select settings, etc. You're going to have all the buttons, which I'm still trying to figure out, and thank God Smitty was home the one night to help me with this. So you have your call, you have voice assistant, so you can use Android Auto or CarPlay like I do. You have the big joystick, you have all the settings. Has a automatic, not automatic, but it has a electronic windshield. I'll show you that, guys, real quick. Bring this up. You can lower and raise the windshield, which I think is really cool. Has, obviously, like I said here, it has all the sport modes and so forth. Has this really cool glove box in the center. Bring this back here. You have to apologize. I still learning the camera here. So you have your glove box in the center. This is where you can put your phone to charge your phone, allow it to hook up to CarPlay, Android Auto. Really like that. It's as you can see, it's extremely large, much larger than it was in the Road Glide. So if you do have a iPhone Max, like I do, you don't have a problem fitting it in there. You can just drop it in there. You also have a place for your wallet and so forth. Go ahead and close that up. You're gonna have your tank, your gas tank. This seat is really cool. This is I don't know what the fabric is called, but it's almost like a suede material. It's really hard to explain what it is. But this material grips really tight. So when you're sitting in the seat, you're extremely locked in to your ride position. And I really like that. Katie really likes that because it keeps her planted on the back seat. Have a driver's backrest. This is a no-name knockoff that someone had put on the bike. So we're probably going to be replacing that. I may be replacing the seat. You're going to have 4 speakers like you did with the Road Glide. You're going to have this nice grab handle in case I decide to do anything crazy. You can see here it's got the 6-cylinder motor. The thing is absolutely incredibly smooth. See the 6-cylinder motor there? This is an aftermarket they put on here. It's got highway pegs. You can flip these out. Not really a fan of those. I have something else coming, but this is there to protect the engine in case of a tip over, because you have a parallel V6. You have the, or parallel flat 6 rather. You have 6 cylinders. You have the heads exposed there. So you're going to want to keep those protected with tip over protection. It does come from Honda with the tip overs there, but we're going to add something a little bit more, more aggressive. Rider foot pegs, you do not have floorboards. I actually really like this. With a bike being a lot sportier, I like having the pegs like that. Gives you a chance to really move around and get into it. Passenger floorboards, as you would expect. These are really nice. They're pretty sleek, and I like those too. You're gonna have here, these are electronic opening. You have your side bags. These are electronic, much like a CVO. When you walk up to the bike, it will automatically lock them, and when you walk away from the bike, it will, when you walk up, it'll unlock them, and when you walk away from the bike, it will lock them. Have this nice tour pack on the back. Now, the one thing you'll notice is storage on this bike is definitely smaller than it was on the Road Glide or the Limited. Kind of plus minuses there. You can get a tour pack for it. I do like that it's a little bit sportier. Realistically, with Kate and so forth doing a 2-up ride, we're probably not going to be doing a lot of 2-up touring. If we do, we can always throw the rickrack on the top there. I do like, though, because it's a sleek design, it keeps it away from, keeps the bike more nimble and smaller. So we're going to go ahead here and show you the tour pack. Tour pack here has plenty of space. Can put my sneakers in there, got my hat, carry my Harley-Davidson hat, because nothing Harley-Davidson riders like more than you to tell them about you having a gold wing. Just messing, guys. So you can go ahead and close this. Like I said, this is all electronic. Has the nice lights on the back there, as well as the exhaust. I think the exhaust is pretty cool. And obviously a side bag on the side. Has the heated seat controller here for Kate, so she can control her heated seat and her backrest. And then obviously, so this is the standard manual 6-speed. They do also make this in a 7-speed DCT. I did not get that version, obviously. And so now let's move around to the front of the bike, and you can see the LED lights. It has the turn signals in the mirrors. It's got these LEDs in the front, and then it's got the LED riding lights, driving lights, whatever you want to call them, here on the side. I really like that. Again, this is all stock from Honda. It's actually a really cool bike. I'm excited. I'm excited to put some content together for it. Have a bunch of parts already coming for it. So this is going to be part of an upgrade series for the Gold Wing. So if that's something you're interested in, I'd appreciate if you consider subscribing. So like I said, guys, this is just wanted to do a quick video and show you the bike. Super excited to have this opportunity to do something a little different. I know that our content, for the most part, has been pretty much either gear driven or Harley-Davidson driven. We are going to change that up, obviously, with the Gold Wing. I'm going to be producing Gold Wing content. I want to do a lot more touring. That was the reason we also bought the bike. We wanted something a lot more comfortable. Again, it's not a direct dig at Harley-Davidson, just for us. The Limited really wasn't working out for us, and we wanted to make some changes. As I said also before, big thanks to Nicole at Liberty Harley-Davidson. I'll put her info in the bottom if you want to check them out and pick up a new Harley-Davidson, or in this case, a nicely, easily used Honda Gold Wing. Has only 18,000 miles on it. Gold Wings are notorious for going to 200,000 miles, so we're going to get a lot of use out of this bike. But that's really all I had. I just was excited and want to give you guys a look at the bike. So, as always, please remember you're not alone. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I can't wait to see where this takes us.